Yo, what's good, y'all? We back. You know what I'm saying? Today, we are reacting to another video. The most predictable fall off in NBA history. And Ja Morant was the thumbnail, you know what I'm saying?
To the
So
organization
we're gonna
might be
see.
greater than what his trade value is. We saw that with
Let me
Trey
see.
Young. Like there was a lot of conversations about him the last couple of years, right? But his value to the organization as a presence, as a face, is greater than what we could trade, like for the value that we could get
You
it.
feel like you,
I see
you
what you're
get the
saying.
same joy right now that you
I
used to getting
think
from
Trey Young just underrated, though. Like, bro, Trey Young is a guaranteed 20 and 10 every night. So,
No.
now this nigga,
About 24 hours ago, I
Ja
made a
Morant
video
is a
titled The
guaranteed, man. I
Saddest
don't know.
Players of the 2026 NBA Season. Purposefully, I left off the player that I feel like might actually be the saddest player this year, Ja Morant.
And I
If
ain't
you
been
didn't
hearing too
know,
much about
to
Ja
this
lately,
day,
bro. I
Ja
don't
is
watch
still
Memphis
one
for
of the
real,
biggest
especially
stars
not
in the
after they
league.
traded Jaren
If you want
Jackson.
to
Like
find out how, go to your
they don't
local rec
have.
center and look at the
But
kids'
I will
feet.
say that nigga
Before the
shoes is
season even
popping right
started,
now, for
this
sure.
article dropped where Nike CEO revealed Ja's shoes were a massive
Yeah,
hit,
his shoes popping
not
for sure.
just in the US. Globally, they're one of the biggest basketball shoes out. Ja even warned everybody at the time, his threes are going to sell out, and they did. Not to unk out, but when I was a kid, it was the KDs and the
Yeah, for
Kobe's
sure.
and the
For
LeBrons. These were the active players that had the most popular shoes. And the key word with that, they were active players. The reason Ja Morant
Ja even been
1000%
I don't
belonged
think he been
in
playing.
yesterday's video, over the trade deadline, we all focused on the annoying drug out Giannis situation.
bro. I even made a
But
video about
we
that
know
shit, and
he
I deleted
ultimately
it.
didn't get traded, mainly because his is just way too complicated. Meanwhile, Ja's was actually quite sad.
Two names continue to pop up, Ja Morant and Giannis in Milwaukee. What's the latest on Ja Morant as it pertains to the trade deadline?
Well, I wish I had something a little bit more fun to say, but honestly, it's all quiet on the jaw front right now.
This
That's
core
crazy.
right here was once looked
I
at
feel like
as
you
a
get
team that
something
could
for Ja.
possibly be the future
But
of the
yeah,
NBA.
that is
and
crazy,
just look
bro.
at it
Memphis fall
now
off is
and
crazy.
all the characters involved and how everything played out
Like, Memphis
specifically
fall
for the
off is
best player,
crazy.
News here on
Ja.
Sports Center. Big trade in the NBA. It is not Kevin Durant. The Grizzlies are trading Desmond Bain to Orlando. Sources
Before
tell
first round
ESPN
is
Shams
crazy,
Charania. In return, Memphis will get KCP
Facts, they got a
Caldwell,
great return for
Kentavious
that. I ain't gonna
Caldwell
lie. That's a
Cole Anthony.
damn near
Four
fleece.
unprotected
4
first-round
fucking
picks.
picks.
The Memphis Grizzlies have traded
From the
former
Magic?
Defensive Player of the
Them
Year
niggas ain't doing
Jaren
nothing.
Jackson
And-
Jr.
but this is
to the
crazy.
Utah Jazz
That's a
for
bad
a
trade.
package of
I don't-
players that
I
includes
don't care how
Walter
you try to
Clayton
spin
Jr.
that.
and 3 first-round
If
draft
you was gonna do
picks.
this, you might
I
as well
said
trade
at the
Ja.
time,
Like,
Dylan Brooks was an obvious scapegoat, and he was. I mean, does he need to learn what Uber and Lyft is? Sure. But please, since leaving Memphis,
Bro, that was
look
way
at the
after
over-unders of
Memphis.
every single win total team he's been on, and look at what they did. He's clearly a positive influence on every single team he touches, including Memphis. Ja Morant,
like I'll say this: Dylan Brooks has made himself better over the course of his career. Because the year he got traded to Memphis, he wasn't. He wasn't terrible, but
market at the trade deadline was basically dead. And even this summer,
Bron
with
was
way more
busting his
time,
ass, so.
I just don't see how it gets that much
That's what
better.
ultimately did it.
Teams now are
I don't
way
see
more
how it get
frugal
better for
because of the
Ja
second
either,
apron,
bro.
and he's still owed this much money. I remember LeBron
for
and
2
JJ Redick
years.
having this conversation on their first ever podcast. And in 2024, it applied then to Ja, but now it looks like they were talking directly to that man.
So sometimes I look in like some of the all-star locker rooms I've been in, and you see a guy 1 year, or you see a guy maybe 2 years, and then he's not in the locker room anymore after that. And you just like wonder to yourself why. You know, you don't know. You don't know if it's the max contract that he got after he made the all-star team. You don't know if now they know him by one name for one summer. You know, you just don't know.
Jason Tatum tore his Achilles 10
know
months
what we
ago,
talking
or
about.
however long
We
it
haven't
was.
talked about
And this man came back because he lives, eats, sleeps basketball. And you can tell this man basically accomplished every single
Tatum
thing
coming
this
back
game
is
offers,
wild, bro.
financially and on the court.
And he won
And
a
he's
championship.
already back because it means that much.
He should have a
Looking back
finals
on
MVP
it,
though,
the reason
bro.
I say this clip applies directly to Ja His last All-Star game was 3 years ago in 2023.
That's bad,
These are
bro.
all the
I'm keeping it
players
buck.
that made the All-Star game that year with Ja. And these are their games played since. You have now
Damn, Ja played less games than Embiid. Zion? Oh nah, that's crazy. That's wild, bro. Dame to miss the whole season. Kyrie hurt. Damn.
All-Stars, new faces of the NBA, new NBA champions. And Ja hasn't even cracked a season's worth of games since this year. It's crazy because when Ja was steadily on his climb for those 2 to 3 years,
I'm gonna
his
keep it
draft
real
mate,
too. I used to be a Ja like super. I ain't gonna say a super fan, but I was a big fan of Ja. Man, like I put this nigga on so many parlays that he did not hit. Like, and I know life not all about parlays, and I really truly don't even give a fuck. But that just to me when I put a parlay on, when I put you on a parlay, I kind of watch you different. You know what I'm saying? So when I started looking at Ja like on the parlay and then I'm watching on TV, I watch you different. Like I was like, yeah, this nigga's done.
Zion was the one that was deemed as
to me.
unavailable and he never played. And it was true
That's
back
when
then.
I stopped watching Ja.
And although his career is kind of at a crossroads as well, still hasn't even played a playoff game yet. I'm sorry, but I've seen a crazy stat that him and Anthony Bennett, they're the only #1 pick since 1980 that never played a playoff game. But despite that, he's still only 25 years old. And this year, he's had an impressive comeback. Recently broke his own record for 35 consecutive games. Got a bit better defensively. And to me, at the bare minimum, even though he's probably not going to be on that team long term, he significantly helped his stock in his market for the summertime, at least. Currently, if we now revisit who's available,
is he a free agent?
He's probably not going to be on that team long term. He significantly helped his stock in his market for the summertime, at least.
Next summer.
Currently, if we now revisit who's available and who's not in the last 3 years, Zion has now played more than double the games than Ja Morant. And coming into this year specifically, Ja Morant was under some of the most pressure of any active player. Clearly, you're still one of the most popular players in the league. You're on a massive contract that, if we look at closely, you have yet to perform on at all. And just being honest, with all the new players in the league, you're on a massive contract that, if we look at closely, you have yet to perform.
If he got the contract 2023, he played 9 games that year. The next year he played 50 games, and the year after that, which is this year, he played 20.
Form on at all. And just being honest, with all the new fluctuation of talent we're getting every single year, the league is leaving you behind quickly. So with all of that context, what exactly has this year been? What memories do we have of Ja Morant?
Suspended Ja Morant for 1 game yesterday for conduct detrimental to the team.
Go ask the coaching staff. Go ask them. They had a whole spiel in here, so go ask the coaching staff why. Okay. You feel like you should play more? Go ask the coaching staff. Should I play more or not?
And then with Ja, he's a funny guy. He has a lot to say all the time.
My nigga, the Nike
for a guy
bro.
who rarely takes accountability. But you know what? That's for another day. What did Ja have to say on this occasion? Nothing of intelligent depth. It was really just running his mouth.
He said, I don't F with y'all like that. I don't know.
He got into it,
but I've never been on the team.
I remember this, man. Hey, bro, why is he still on the team? Like, why did he not get traded? That's what, like, this trade deadline was so weird because it was like, it was people who for sure should have been traded. Like, Kevin Durant, fucking Ja, Giannis, like, and I know the KD one, like, yo, why KD? Remember all the burner account shit? Like, that's crazy. I can't remember. Was that before or after the deadline?
I
don't know.
Where teammates say, I don't mess with y'all. Now, I've heard people say, I don't F with you.
Either way.
Notice, I haven't even really said much about his on-the-court stuff because, to be honest, there isn't really much to talk about. At his absolute peak, and that sounds even crazy to say given his age, he was electrifying. His play style was a bit reckless because he always ended up on the floor, and I talked about that. But even with that, he got to the rim whenever he wanted and put constant pressure on defenses. That alone opened up everything for his shooters, his lob threats, and most definitely himself. but that never was
Like,
built
very
to
exciting
last.
to watch.
And you can't be a point guard
I won't even
leading the league.
say. I won't even say it wasn't built to last. He just hasn't capitalized on none of the momentum he
In
built for the
points in
course
the
of his
paint.
career.
It's just not sustainable. Would have
I
loved to
think
see him develop,
his play
if
style
not
is
a
extremely
3-point shot,
sustainable, bro.
a little mid-range
I
game,
think it still
something
is. I
patented
just
that
don't.
he
It
can
don't look
rely
like
on
his.
when he
It
collapses
don't look like
defenses
his mind in
naturally.
it. Cause like he do got moves outside of the just getting to the cup. Like he got a floater. Like that definitely count. Cause I done seen him hit several of the same game winner with that exact same go-to floater. Like, so I don't necessarily agree with this part because his game is for sure sustainable, but I think he just mentally not in
Not
it.
so taxing on his body like getting to the rim is, but it never happened. Ja has only played 20 games this year, and in the small
That's
sample that
bad,
we've seen,
bro.
it just
19
didn't look
points per
that
game is
promising.
bad,
If you guys like
41%.
this video, let me know in the comment section.
That's terrible, man. But I don't know, bro. I think Ja like definitely could still be a good player, but I think watching him this season, he don't look mentally engaged. That's why I said I watch you different. So I'm looking at your body language and all kind of shit when I'm betting on you. He never don't look mentally engaged. This nigga rarely look like he want to be there. Remember, he was getting into it with his teammates. The nigga should have been traded. I don't know, man. I think again, he can definitely, be Ja Morant still. Just I don't know, bro. I think he got to go to another team. I think he definitely need that restart, bro. I don't know. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, though. If it's your first time watching me, go ahead, like the video, subscribe if you're new. Remember, God is good, and I'm out, bro.